training today, so I'm just recording it on the server for everyone.
Okay.
All right, over to you now.
Yeah. Thank you. Greetings and welcome to the session. So, regret for the delayed start for about 5-10 minutes. Because of some challenge here, I could not start the session little earlier. So, can you please confirm whether I am audible? Havanish, Bidan, Chandrasekhar, Guru, Harish, Kasam, Ali. Can you please let me know whether I am audible to you? Yeah, thank you, Narayana. So please do communicate to me. So whenever you have a question, please post it. Okay. So thank you. So let us straight away start the session. So as requested, so we are starting the Tableau today. So you have gone through the Talent earlier, which was an ETL tool. Now the Tableau is a visualization tool. So earlier we used to deal with something called reporting tools, and now we have this latest trend of presentation of the data in the form of reports, which are typically called visualizations for us. So let us start. So what the visualization is and how this particular visualization works, this is what we will be able to see this. So for your current information, I am Srinivas. Srinivas Ram is my name. Okay. So if you have any question, you may please approach me. So well, before I start this session, is this learning need any technical knowledge? Okay. So if you have a knowledge of the databases, knowledge in business intelligence area, knowledge in terms of RDBMS technology, dimensional data is what all needed to learn any tool in business intelligence area. So you need to have it, is always preferred to have it. So DB technology or maybe RDBMS is one technology that you should have it. Relational database systems, the required knowledge of any type of relational databases, you should have it. Then data warehousing concepts, you should have it. And then dimensional modeling is needed to understand some concepts here in this particular visualization tool called Tableau. Because whatever data that you have it and you want to present it, you will be able to convert the data into the form of data warehouse. So in the data warehouse, the data is stored something differently because huge volumes of data is available. The main purpose of storing data in a data warehouse is to do some analysis and draw some conclusions from the given data. So the data is one using which we can able to find some wisdom, some knowledge out of it. That is where we are trying to use this data for generating some knowledge. That is nothing but using some analysis we will be able to understand. So for that, the given data or the traditional data what is available, which is in the form of data and the relational systems may not be useful. Okay, one question. So Nanda Kumar, he says not audible. A lot of other people are saying that I am audible. Right, Ravi Kumar, Ravi Kiran says audible. Chandrasekhar says audible. Subhranshu says audible. Nanda Kumar, please check audio at your end. Yeah, Funny says audible. Nandakumar, just check audio at your end. So it seems I am audible for many people. Just check it up, Nandakumar. I am audible to many of the associates. Okay, so now coming back to this, Shubhranshu asked is any learning needed? So you need to have this data modeling, the data warehousing concepts is something very important to understand what is the data, how we able to specify. In a dimensional modeling, the data generally we come across and try to place it in the form of dimensions and measures, which are also called as facts. So using them, we will be able to do our analysis. So there are some other concepts which are needed, how the facts are placed, how the dimensions are kept, etc. So in case if you have that knowledge very clearly, then you can understand very easily whatever work or whatever activity we are doing with a Tableau. Similarly, you can also work accordingly because we try to work out here data in aggregated fashions. For example, when I say measure a fact, always we try to keep the data in aggregated fashion. So what is aggregates, semi-aggregates, right, non-aggregates, etc. You should understand. So whatever data we have it, we'll be able to present most in aggregate, fully aggregated format. Some cases we may use semi-aggregates. So in which cases we can use semi-aggregate, in which cases we use non-aggregates for us. How do we able to present the data is important when you are trying to talk about these dimensional model. This knowledge of dimensions and measures in the data warehousing format is very essential for us to know. So here in Tableau, we try to present the data using these dimensions and measures only. With that, we do analysis. So here in a short format, what do you call a dimension? Generally, what do you want to measure your data and how do you want to measure the data are the two very basic concepts somebody should have it. So how to measure? How to measure or how to do analysis? How to measure is used in terms of dimension and what to measure is kept in the form of facts. So whenever you are trying to talk about facts or dimensions, so these are the two important concepts. Dimensions tell about how to measure and what to measure is defined in the form of measures or the facts. Okay, so if anyone have this basic knowledge of this, then you can able to work out very easily. For example, I have some data of sales done in my organization. Okay, so you will be able to ask some questions, right? What is my sales done? So how much sales I have made it? So do you have any meaning? How much sales happened doesn't have any meaning. Okay, so now if I say how much sales, if I can ask a question in the year, say so and so, right? So when, then I have some question here, some meaning here. So how much sales doesn't have any meaning. How much sales for what? For a given product, for a given year, for what exactly you're asking question is not having any meaning. But if you can ask a question like how much sales happened in the year so and so, then it has some meaning. So the part of here, when you are trying to talk about this particular part, right, in the year is one called dimension. Then how much sales is called your measure. So the dimensions and measures are only things which are used in the form of data warehousing concepts. So say for example, you will be talking about profits. How much profits you have earned for a given quarter, for a given year, for a given particular region, in case if you are asking it. So these are all the questions which have some meaning. So any question that you're talking has two parts in it. One is called what do you want to find a measure, and how do you want to measure is one question in that. So how to measure and what to measure are two things that are called dimensions and measures for us. So all your data has been split into this format in a data warehousing. That is why the data warehouse knowledge is very essential. Hope this is clear, Subhranshu and all others. Kindly respond. Okay, I think the answers. Yeah. Okay, Mohit is asking to tell the example again. Yeah, Mohit, say here the example is I wanted to understand about my sales. I'm doing a sales business. So I will be doing hundreds of dollars of sales. But does that ask a question how much sales? Is there any meaning for that? If somebody says 100 is my sales, do you have a meaning for that 100? $100 or 100 millions of dollars, 100 thousands of dollars? So that may have some meaning, but how much sales doesn't have any meaning. But if I say $100 in the year 2017, right? $1 million in the year 2016. So that has some meaning. So that is why whenever you want to ask a question, it should be very clear for us. How much is my sales? At what time? Or in what product category? In which region of my business? So these are all the things will help us to write a question. And that question is nothing but you are trying to frame a question with a measure. What do you want to measure it? And how do you measure it is called dimension. Right? How much sales in a year in so and so? Or if you ask a question, right? Something like how much sales? Done in a particular, say XXX region, say West region. But I'm just trying to tell a random question there, right? So this is one question, so which has a meaning. How much sales, right? Or what is my sales amount? Right, sales amount gained, right, for a given category of products. So given category products means, say for example, XX category of my products. So questions like this are something meaningful questions. So that is why whenever you are asking a question, it is not only a question that you should ask, what is you want to say, find, but it should have some reference that is called in a West region, in a particular year, in a particular category of products, etc. So the second part of my question, that is in which year or which category, in which region, is what we call as our dimension. So this is called our dimensions. And what you want to find is your sales, right? What is the sales amount is my question. So whatever data you have it, so you need to measure it or you need to do analysis with this particular intent only. That is why the data need to be reorganized in the form of dimensional model. That is, you need to reorganize the data in the form of dimensions and measures. That is where it is stored in the form of data warehouse. So another format of saying it is I need to keep in a data warehouse. That means I need to organize in the form of dimensions and facts for me. Okay, so that is where you need to have a basic knowledge of this. Then working with any business intelligence tools becomes easy. So we have a wide range of business intelligence tools, right? So they are specified broadly as ETL tools, where if you talk about like Informatica, right? Or maybe, for example, you want to talk about like data stage, right? We have various type of these particular traditional ETL tools, ODI, right? Various tools are there which are called ETL tools. The open source ETL tools are also available. What you have learned are called Talent Open Studio. So this is an ETL tool. So the category of these tools falls in the ETL area for us. Then we will have some tools called reporting tools. Okay, so in the area of reporting tools, you will come across with tools like Cognos, right? Business Objects, OBIEE, right? So we have lot of reporting tools like SSRS. So various type of reporting tools are available. These reporting tools nowadays are being transformed in the form of visualization tools. Okay, so they are called as these days visualization tools. Or we are also called visual analytical tools. So under these visualization tools, under these visual analytical tools, there comes lot of these tools. So one of them is called Tableau, right? Somebody is asking called ClickView, right? ClickSense, then SciSense, then MicroStrategy, then comes say Power BI. Like these visualization tools are available there. So these are the latest trend of reportings that are being done. So these are all the visualization tools for us. So lot of tools are available these days. So visual analytical tools, visualization tools, in general we call them as. So they are all, it comes under one pay of reporting or visualization or visual analytical tools for us. That means whatever data we have in our data warehouse, in our organization, we want to present to the end user. The output we want to give to the user using these reporting tools or visualization tools or visual analytical tools. We also come across exclusively with something called analytical tools. Another category of tools called analytical tools. Like we have SAS, SAS. We have R language. We have say Python, like a scripting language, etc. So various type of language tools are available. Like I will say the traditional language called SPSS, the oldest analytical tool. So these are the various type of tools we have it in a BI area, business intelligence area. Okay, so of course apart from this there may be other tools which are called data modeling tools, right? So that way we may have lot of tools we have it with which we can able to deal with. Yeah. Okay, there is one question, Vedanta. Can you please quickly give an example of semi-aggregate facts, measures after your current topic just to sort of, fine, sure, we'll do it. Never mind. We'll do that, no problem. The different type of aggregates, etc. We talk about something like that, no issues. After this, we'll try to discuss. So these are the various tools. We will have it under the data warehousing concepts. Now we are primarily focusing on this particular tool called Tableau as a visualization tool for us. Okay, so we'll talk about Tableau first, and then we will able to discuss all these features, what we want to talk and what exactly you need to have a review from them. No issues there. So let me try to tell you, right? I'm trying to share my desktop. Okay, so here, welcome to Tableau sessions now. So I want to tell you that for your quick understanding or review, or if you want to go through, there are some recorded sessions are kept in MyTube. So you can able to log into mytube.techmahindra.com with your login ID and password, your GID and passwords, and then you can able to search for this MyTube. Search for a Tableau playlist. So Tableau, if you search it, you will able to get videos individually, or if you try to search for a playlist of Tableau, then there are 2-3 playlists are available, in which each of those things we have a sequence of videos available. So if you find a playlist, the sequence of videos will be able to help you out to understand it very clearly for your purpose. Okay, try to search that. You can also, of course, record the current session and work with that, no issues there. But even there are some MyTube recordings are placed there, you can able to go through them and try to understand your Tableau, or you can have a quick recap. Now coming to Tableau. So today we are trying to discuss on Tableau Desktop. This is the name of the product, what we are trying to learn it. So let us try to see what is a Tableau Desktop, what are the other products we have in this particular area, we try to understand. So first of all, we'll try to understand what is a Tableau for us. Tableau is a visual analytical tool where you will be able to get your data, your organizational data, and transform it in the form of visualizations. Maybe the visualization is a picture or image format that you want to say. Typically, your data will be available in a text format. So the data you are trying to transform into the form of images, pictures, etc. And by looking at the picture, somebody can able to understand it easily, so that they can able to understand what is their data and how the data to be used for them. That is the all purpose of working with this Tableau. So here we can deal with the pictures, images in the form of, say, bar charts. Like traditional bar charts, you can say that. So bar charts, the size indicates where the sales are more, where the sales are less, etc. Maybe we can able to deal with something called line charts, where various category of products are available. So from which time to which time, what products are moving and where it is been getting sales, how much sales happened, etc. We can able to find the line charts. We may try to use something called pie charts, right? Various category wise we can able to use in a bar charts, maybe pie charts. And these are the traditional way of presentation of your data. Nowadays, what is happening is the line charts are coming across with multiple lines, or instead of lines, somebody sometimes are getting only with the dots. Dots means small circles they are using to present their data there. Even these particular small circles can also be useful for us to understand how the data is spread across, what is the category of data, how many multiple categories are there, where the sales are happening, etc. can be known very easily. Similarly, we are trying to use some geographical map, some pictures, some images, like a world map, right? Different types of world maps are there to present our data. So on the world map, you are trying to present your values very easily. Sometimes you are using a small box of rectangles to occupy a particular area and try to present your data there. Okay, so these are all the different ways where the data is transformed into the form so that people can understand very easily about your data and effectively they can understand, and by looking they can understand the data. They need not require any expertise in the data, because comparison is done very immediately by looking at the data. They can able to do a basic analysis. If sales are happening for 1-2 years so, then how much sales will be there in the next year, they want to forecast. They can see, they want to look at how the sales are growing, and for whatever period they are growing, or where it is going down, increasing or decreasing features, the trends of sales, the trends of business, the trends of profits can be known here through this particular visualizations. So basic analysis can be known by immediately looking at these particular visualizations. That is why most of the time these are called visual analytical tools, where the data is presented from the visualizations. People can do understanding of them and they can understand and do analyze their data. That is why we call them as visual analytical tools for us. Okay, so we will see what is the expectation from market, how Tableau is being formed it. So market expects that it should be very fast to work with, very fast to display the data. It should be very fast wherever you want to go, because the world is changing there, where people are moving it to have, they are not able to wait for anything to render and then process and then the results. But the moment you click it, you wanted to get the data done. So that's the fastness people are asking for. So Tableau is also very fast, right? Very high speed. It can able to present your data. Building your visualization, development, as well as presentation or display the data is also very fast in Tableau. At the same time, it is a cost effective, not much costlier. It is available everywhere in the globe. Across the globe, in all the places, you will able to find your Tableau very easily, and everyone can work. You don't need to have an expert to develop this particular visualization. So you don't want a very high sophisticated expert to build a visualization. Any person who is having a basic knowledge of your data can able to build your visualizations very easily in the Tableau. So any person, if you look at once, then you can able to work with that easily. Such easiness you find it in Tableau. It is not only easy, not only available everywhere and everyone can do, but also it is secured. The security is also very high in Tableau. Multi-level securities are being imposed in this particular Tableau when you want to work with that. So we may able to see them as on time when we try to see how to provide the securities, how to be able to get through, and what work we can do, at what level we can able to work out. We'll able to see as we try to learn this Tableau. The current Tableau version, what we are using is a desktop version. It may not be having much security because we are trying to work out with a trial version. But when we want to work out with a Tableau server in a collaborative development environment, there we will able to use the security features and all. But before that, we will look at various visual analytical tools. We have it in business intelligence area. So this is the picture of Gartner's analysis and the report. This is of as on 2017 February, that is last year February's analytical report from Gartner. You see that here Tableau stands on the top. In a leader position it is available. Along with that, Microsoft Power BI is also standing. When you try to talk about a click is coming down at here a little lower than your Tableau or Microsoft Power BI, then coming a click, right? So then various other visualization tools are there, like a MicroStrategy, TIBCO, Spotlight, Sisense, SAS, Salesforce, a Clear Story, like various type of data is being taken. Say Pentaho is also been coming across here in this particular area there. This is from February 2017. Then current year's analysis also released in last month, right? For the last couple of weeks, we got this analysis, and Gartner presented the current feature as on February 2018. As per this also, Tableau is standing on the leader position on the top, right? So even Microsoft Power BI is also coming up to the level of Tableau, but okay, Tableau is the leader in this particular area. It is a leader for the continuously last 6 to 7 years. They have been competing mostly with the Click earlier, now with the Microsoft Power BI. For the last couple of years, from 2017 onwards, 16 also, it has grown up little, but in 17, 18, Microsoft Power BI has picked up a lot and been presenting here. But prior to that, it was not that. So in 2000, right about 4 years back, you can see, compare this with a click view, etc. is a very fast and they are very competing with the Tableau. Earlier in 2003 or 2000, etc., sometime for 1 or 2 years, Click was leading in this particular table. But later, it is the chance of the Tableau for the last 6 to 7, 8 years. Tableau is leading in this particular analysis from the Gartner. A leading visual analytical tool, we can say the Tableau there. Now we will see about the products of this Tableau. So Tableau has various products for us. From this particular Tableau family, we have various products. We say that there is a Tableau desktop. The one what we are trying to learn, this particular product is Tableau desktop. It is an individual person's desktop version software is available. You can load in your local machine and directly connect your data and build your visualizations within no time. So that is a development environment for you is Tableau desktop. If you want to develop this along with a team in a collaborative development environment, we have a server version of a Tableau. So Tableau server is a collaborative development environment for a particular team, for a given organization, for a given enterprise you want to work, then you should have a Tableau server. So in a Tableau server, we may also able to present the data in online or mobile platforms also for us. So it is a collaborative development environment. So you can build it here, collaborate it, and you can able to share it with the end users in a mobile platform or on a web browser also. That is why we call it a Tableau server for these particular collaborative development work there. Then we also have Tableau Online. It is a cloud-based solution from Tableau, but it is a hosted version on the cloud. So you don't require to have any local installation for you. So you need to pay some royalty to Tableau and try to use the cloud version of your hosted version of your Tableau. So you will be getting a particular login ID password so that you can able to log into that cloud version and start using your Tableau. Then we have something called Tableau Public is another product which is useful for just public data you want to use it and try to work it out. You have a Tableau Public. Mostly useful for the sales guys or maybe the marketing team and also the people in the journalism area, where they can able to use the data and try to build a visualization and present their views to the people whom they are intended to. So directly build and present the data is done using your Tableau Public. But you have one challenge is that you cannot save the data here. Once you build a visualization, we cannot save it locally so that we can reuse it a later time. No, that is not available in Tableau Public. So it is only for presentation purpose, build and use and present only used in terms of Tableau Public. Then we have something called Tableau Reader is another product. It is a visualization. To read it, we need to have a Tableau Reader which is built into all other products also. If you are trying to use a desktop, when you are building it, if you want to view that, you need to have a Tableau Reader. So if you build a visualization on a particular desktop and move to another system and try to view there, you cannot. So you need to have minimum Tableau Reader there for you to read this particular data there. So this is the Tableau products we have it. Okay. Then these are the features which says you Tableau is unique for us. It is a built on visual intelligence platform, VIP platform we say, and it will try to be used to develop your data and try to present a solution, and the time taken to build it is 10 to 100 times faster when compared to its competing vendors like Power BI or maybe the Click or ClickSense or MicroStrategy, like various other competing vendors. If you are trying to say their products, when you are comparing, Tableau is 10 to 100 times faster than those particular products by you. It uses data visualization best practices for us. Okay, so just give me few minutes time. So please wait. I'll be back very shortly. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I had a bit little work, so I just got it there. So now coming back to the topic here. So here we see that, right? So Tableau, these are the features with which Tableau is being used mostly. So it also uses, right, single platform where you can able to directly connect your data, and also you can able to put all the data in memory. So to work with this Tableau, you need to have in memory, and at least minimum 5 to 6 GB memory is required for you. I mean to say this is required in a RAM systems. So earlier up to the version 9 onwards, 9x version onwards, even 4 GB RAM machine, if you have it, you could have worked out very effectively for this. But with this version 10x, 10.2 onwards, the Tableau is requesting to have at least minimum 5 GB RAM machines, because the amount of memory it is uses minimum 2 to 3 GB exclusively for this Tableau. Whereas other RAM is required for you, your OS and other supporting environments for you. So all the data, whatever you have, is loaded into memory, and thereby it increases the speed and fastness for presentation of your data. So in-memory processing is one of the primary processing you do in Tableau. It can able to connect a wide range of data sources. So not only joining can be done, but data federation can also be done here. So it try to join the data, it blends the data, and thereby it can able to get you the given values. Federated data, there is a wide range of data sources, the different types of data you can able to connect here and blend them together to present your visualization. You don't need exactly the join operations, some common column, etc. But still you can able to blend the data and present your data using your Tableau. So Tableau also comes with integrated mobile solution. So the mobile platform is also built into this. So whatever visualization you have built, it can also be published on a mobile platform, and you can able to use any amount of data, hundreds of petabytes of data you can use it, and millions of users, 10 million users can able to work with the Tableau at a time. Concurrent users, they can able to use it, and thereby they can able to present, and scalability becomes unlimited with these particular usages in Tableau. It is also cloud enabled. So Tableau Cloud is a location where you can able to use your cloud based solution for this particular Tableau. Hope this is clear. Do you have any question anytime? You may please ask me. Is it clear as of now? Yeah, thank you, Mohit. Now, let us continue this. So, why we should use only Tableau, right? So, we can able to use Tableau because of the visual analytics we have it. Various type of visual analytics features are available. For that we can use it. It uses, the performance is very fast. You can able to connect to any type of data. Even we can able to use the business integration, that is the APIs, etc. We have it. We can able to connect those APIs and get data, and thereby we can able to present it. And also it comes with web as well as mobile authoring for us. So these are the features where the Tableau can be useful for end users. People can able to choose the Tableau for their usage. When you talk about visual analytics, you can able to use, right, not only building your report or visualization, but you can able to do analysis features like forecasting, creating groups of data, sets of the data. You can able to build these groups used on your visualization. So visual groups you can able to create, and thereby you can able to work out. You can create filters, and if you once create a filter for one visualization, for the remaining visualizations also you can able to share the filters. So sharing of filters is also one of the active and important feature in this particular Tableau. Then we can able to work out with new type of visualizations like tree maps, bubble charts, word clouds, etc. Then we can able to use and create a dashboard, and it is a free form dashboard. You don't need to follow some strict rules for building a dashboard unless you choose it for your purpose, but you can able to keep any visualization in any place in whatever format you want it. You can able to use them easily. That is what is called free form dashboard for us. And you can able to see the blending of data, the usage of federated data for us. Also, it is a very high performance oriented way, because of which you can able to build dashboards, not one but parallel dashboards. You can able to create it, and you can able to create filters, any complex filters you want it, and you can also use quick filters, that the end user can also create a filter and try to view the visualizations for them. That is what is called a faster quick filters can be available, not only for the developer, but end user can also create their own filters and try to see their data as per their needs. And we can connect to any type of data, and we can extract the data and try to use it. So data extracting is one feature in the Tableau which improves the highly performance of your Tableau. The improvement is very high in terms of the performance of the Tableau when you are using the extracts. So using these particular extracts or using your data you have it, you can able to improve the performances and use that, and that is where you can able to use the graphics in a faster way. The calculations, if you are trying to work out with this, can also be very fast, because it uses in-memory technology, it uses an extracted data, so that it uses very fast. That is where it displays you the output also very fast for us. Then you are trying to connect your data. So any data you can able to connect in Tableau, whether it may be a Salesforce.com, maybe Google Analytics, Google BigQuery, or big data from a cloud data family, maybe Huttonworks family, right? Or maybe SAP data. Whatever data you have it, you can able to connect it from there. You can able to use it. Even data extract, application programming interfaces, APIs that you have it, from them you can able to extract data and connect your Tableau, and thereby you can able to build your visualization. You can also use JavaScript APIs, and you can able to take care of server security features and the end user security features to their data servers, etc. You can able to use it. You can also impose the auditing. The Tableau will help you out server auditing. It can able to use even the data from a distributed database engine. Still from there it can able to connect it and try to build your visualizations easily. So the data not only from one single server, from different servers if you are connecting it. So from a distributed environment also you can able to connect your data here in Tableau and present for the end user requirements. Finally, these features like mobile authoring, maybe web authoring, maybe iPad or Android, etc. If you are connected, you can also present your visualization through these devices. It supports the local rendering, not on the last minute rendering once it is dumped the data into end users through a mobile. So that is already rendered at a server level and presents them to the end user through their visualizations immediately on their mobiles or maybe on web platform also. It also uses subscriptions features. You can subscribe for that. So that what happens is whenever a particular visualization is built, so it can be delivered through the subscriptions to the end user who have subscribed for that particular visualizations. So these are the various features we have in our Tableau. If you have any question, you may please ask me before I go to the next topic. You have any questions? So far you had only a basic introduction about Tableau. What is Tableau? What are the products? What features we have, etc. from the Tableau. Okay. So the next point. Yeah. Okay. Very good, Mohit. So local rendering is whenever you want to present your visualization, a view on the screen, it will try to render, because a complex graphic, if you want to say that, it will try to recalculate the positions and try to present that visualization on the screen. So that can be done locally at the data level, at a Tableau server level. And then only the visualization, what you want to display, the final, it is in a smallest format, it is shared with the mobile platforms. So on the mobile platform, they can able to see that. It is like a image format like that, they can able to share it in a faster way, so they will able to see that. Not exactly an image format, but it is a final format of that visualization which is sent to the mobile. So the rendering is done at a server level locally, and thereby it will publish the visualization, so end user can able to see that. So whenever you want to interact with that particular visualization, still the interacting features, the data resides at the server level, so they are taken care, it gets recalculated, and the new image what to be displayed can be delivered to the mobile, so that can be displayed in a faster way to the mobiles. That is a way where they can able to use in a faster way the faster graphics and a quick visualizations for them. Then coming to the shade filters. Shade filters means once if you create a filter means it is a way of abstracting some data. Like I have a 10 companies data to present it, or maybe 10 different regions data to be presented. But I want to filter that, I want to see only one region data. So I need to restrict the remaining 9 and I have to present only that one region data. That is what is called filtering it. using different conditions, using a given condition, you can able to filter the data. So the filtering is done at the end users. 1 second. Okay, I'm not actually sharing anything, not much, but just this is only what I am trying to share it right now. Okay. So the sharing, okay, sorry, I was talking about filters, etc. here. So local rendering is what? So filtering is done over there. That is what you can able to filter the data. Once if you create a filter for a one visualization, if you want to share the same filter for the next visualization or for the next visualization, even that sharing is happened in Tableau. You can able to share the same filter across the different visualizations you wanted. It is possible. Then third part of your question is new mark cards. Mark cards is a visualization what you want to display. Like you want to see a pie chart. Pie chart is one type of marks through which you can able to see the pie chart. You want to see a bar chart is another type of mark that you see. So these are all traditional charts. Line chart, pie chart, line chart, right, bar chart. These are all traditional. But now in Tableau, there are new marks are created called word clouds, where using words you can able to present your data, you can able to present your visualization, where you can able to associate with the colors of the words, you can able to increase, decrease the sizes, thereby you can able to present it. So based on your data, you can able to create your word clouds, a new type of mark that you can able to present. Or you can able to use this bubble charts. So that means the data has been presented in a large circles, not in a simple pie chart like one single circle, but multiple circles like a bubbles, like water bubbles that you are trying to present it. So using them, you can able to present your data there. So these type of new marks cards are available in Tableau for us. Okay. So these are the different type of marks cards are available. That we will see very quickly. Don't worry for that. Now coming to the basic environment of your Tableau, how Tableau looks like and how we want to display. So first I will try to show in a presentation. Later I will show you real-time Tableau for your purpose. So typically this will be a starting point for your Tableau, where you will see at the left side small menu, a largely white space called working environment for you. Towards right side also you will find some menu system. Left side menu system is a place where you can able to connect your different type of data sources. Okay. So I am trying to connect your Tableau server. 1 second. Tableau. And try to present them very quickly. No problem. I'll share there. So the left side we have a menu system. These are data sources from where you want to establish connection. And in the large white space, you will see some of the visualizations which are already built will be displayed for you. And towards the bottom side, you will find some sample visualizations which are created and made available so that you can able to use them for creating your own visualizations for you. Some sample data are used, some sample visualizations are there. If you want to understand them, you can also able to connect them and view them. And in the center, whatever visualizations you have built currently is been displayed for you. Towards right side, you have the Tableau resources. You can able to connect your Tableau resources, and you have the different type of sites, different type of places where you can able to connect to that and try to use it. So the right side blue patch will be available when you are there online connected to your live systems. Then only you can able to find the live system. Otherwise, if you are trying to use only local system, the right side patch will not be displayed for you. So this is how you can able to see your Tableau like this. This is a live Tableau on my system. I think there is somebody is asking us. Can you please enlarge your screen, zoom in? Mohit, this is the screen. What I am showing a complete screen for you. This is my complete screen. Yeah. So here is the one what is called connect. So these are data sources which you want to connect it. So I can able to connect in Excel, text file, access file, etc. Different type of file system files I can able to connect. I can able to connect your servers. So like Tableau server, MySQL, or maybe Amazon Redshift, Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle. And the moment I want to go next, so these are all the different type of servers, data servers which you can able to connect it. Maybe all these types of servers are available. Amazon Matrix, Amazon Vector, right? These things you can able to see them. Or maybe Cisco Information Server, Cloudera, Hadoop, Denodo, right? ExaSQL, right? You can able to see that Firebird, Google Analytics, right? You can able to see the map or Hadoop Hive, Marketo, MarkLogic, MemSQL, right? MonetDB, MongoDB, right? MySQL, OData, Oracle, right? You can able to see PostgreSQL, right? QuickBooks Online, Salesforce, SAP HANA, right? So these are all the different type of data servers you can able to connect to them. If your data server is not available here, if you can want to connect it using right ODBC connections, then you have something called ODBC connections also available. So using them, literally you will be connecting to any type of data for you from Tableau. Okay, so then comes there are some sample saved data sources from the Tableau. For the purpose of learning this Tableau, we have some sample data given for us, and that data is available to you using sample superstore and world indicators for us. So these things can also be seen at here, like a sample superstore or world indicators are available for us to see the data in more detailed way. We can build visualizations, and sample visualizations are available here. And these are the visualizations what I have built during my sessions. The last time, I mean, say for the last couple of days, I'm having some sessions where I was trying to deal with some of the data here. So these are the recent workbooks what we have used it. Okay, so this is the typical working environment for us. Okay, now coming back to the presentation. So we will see what next are available. So we can able to find a small Tableau symbol at here on the left top corner of your screen, which will take you right from this current screen. That is the screen from your data window screen or starting screen to your visualization and back to your current screen you want it. This is a symbol you can able to use it. So always when you are clicking on the symbol, you will point to your starting page from any point of your workbook to you. So workbook is a place where we want to work. So the working environment like an Excel book, Excel workbook we talk, the same terminology used in the Tableau as a workbook for us. So we have in the workbook different type of windows and try to see that. So typically this is the working environment when you are trying to work out with the Tableau for you. You will see that, right? The sample superstore that you have connected to your source data, it is basically a Microsoft Excel file. So Microsoft Excel workbook is available, sample superstore.xls file. So for which we have connected. So this Excel file comes with different type of individual worksheets. One is called order sheet, people sheet and return sheet. So you are trying to connect an order sheet here, and order sheet comes with this all data here. Okay, so this is a place where you have connected, and then moment you click sheet 1, you'll able to place to this particular worksheet for you. We'll try to see this. Typically this is a working environment what you will able to find out. So when I am trying to connect here my server here, I will try to connect here sample superstore data, or I can able to go to my Excel file from where I have this particular sample superstore and try to connect here my data there. but directly I will go to sample superstore data here available. So by clicking this, I am able to go to my Tableau workbook. So you can able to see this, right? I can able to connect your Tableau, or I can able to come back to my worksheet here. So the data what I have connected is given to you as an order superstore. This is the data I have connected. So from here to a worksheet I have connected, and from here I am trying to go and try to work out with my worksheet data for us. So to navigate back to your systems, you have this particular button. Whereas when you are trying to work out this will be your working environment for you. Okay. So here in the working environment, we come across multiple right windows, right? We try to talk about what these windows are and what work we can able to work out with these. Of course, the sample sheet, so the same sheet is what I have displayed for you in this particular screen there. So there is no visualization right now, there is no draft fields, there is nothing is available. So you will see this particular data visualization for your part. Okay. So now here in the workspace, you will come across something called data window. The data window directly is displayed for you using some dimensions and measures, then followed by sets and parameters for us. So these are the major two components with which we can able to understand the dimensions and measures. This itself indicates that the data is organized into the form of data warehouse and is available for us. Okay, so this is automatically taken care. Excel will identify this data and accordingly it identifies what is the dimension, what is the measure, and presents this for our usage. So that is what you can able to see here. These are the dimensions that you can see, and these are the measures. In the dimensions we can find so many dimensions are available. So these are the measures. So in the measures we can find discount, profit, profit ratio, etc. You can able to find. In the dimensions you can able to say customer dimension, order dimension, location dimension, like country, state, city, product category, subcategory, etc. So these are all dimensions we find it. So what I want to measure is called my sales, profit, quantity, etc. So they are automatically kept into the measures area. Then we have some visual groups called sets, and then comes parameters for us. We'll try to talk about these parameters and sets little later. Right now, deal with the measures and dimensions for us. Okay. So what you can do is, whatever you have in this data window, you can able to drag them and drop them on these different areas for your working environment. So leaving apart your menu systems and buttons are there, leave them. We have your entire white space where we have something called columns, the rows. There is something called pages, filters, and there are something called marks. So they are called as cards and shelves for us. So cards and shelves, we'll try to see that what these cards and shelves are there. So we will find out something called column shelf. Column shelf contains columns where you can able to drag fields and add to columns in the view. So in a visualization, I want to add it some column data, so I can able to get the data from data window, drag and drop into this particular columns. So the data will be visible. Similarly, row shelf is a place where it can able to drag and drop some data so that it can able to view. So the columns and row shelves are the places where you can able to drag and drop, and thereby you can able to create your view. Optionally, you have a pages shelf where you want to display the data in a page by one by one page manner. Then you can able to define that using into the pages shelf. So for each category I want to display in each page, then the category data item I should able to bring into pages. So whenever a category changes, a page changes for display in the visualization. Similarly, I want to filter. So filter data items can be dragged and dropped into the filter shelf. So that is where the column shelf, maybe row shelf, right, pages shelf, filter shelf, pages shelf are available, on which you can able to drag and drop your data and thereby you can see your visualization is automatically built based on these particular features based on your particular data. Then we have something called cards, right? Colors card, marks card, when you say size, right? Text, detail, tooltip, etc. So these are the places which are called legends for us. It is a marks card, and the marks card will come across various legends, color legend, size legend, shape legend, etc. So these things will help us to define the properties of our visualization based on these particular legends. For example, I want to present the data in different regions. My each region data I want to present in a different colors. Then what I can do, drag the region to be brought onto that color, so automatically color will be changed for us. That way we can able to customize data and build our visualizations very easily. Okay, so we may try to see them in detail little later, but let us try to see how we can able to work out with a small visualization for today, and then we can able to close it. Okay, don't worry, we will try to simply close the data. For example, I want to do analysis on the sales, so I will try to drag sales to rows. Then automatically the data will be displayed for you in the sales. So sales is a measure, right? This is a sales happened there, so it doesn't have any meaning for us, right? So this is a sales happened, right? So much of data, $2,297,201. Does it have any meaning? For which time period, which information do you have it? Nothing, no information. Only measure cannot help. For example, if I want to deal with this, there are a lot of regions are available. So region I have it. So I will drag the region into columns. Then what happens is, like central region sales happen so and so. Then east region sales happen so and so. Then south region sales happen so and so. So west region sales happen so and so. Simply drag and drop these particular dimensions into columns, the measures into rows, so that you can able to drag it. So the visualization can be created for you. So you can say that each region wise sales are seen there, right? Instead of rows and columns, I want to interchange them. So if somebody wanted to interchange them, no, Srinivas, I don't want to put region in columns, I want to put in the rows. Yes, you can put the regions at here, and the columns you can able to drag sales. So whenever I am trying to drag a region is a dimension, automatically region is displayed for you. But when you try to talk about a sales, it is a measure. When I am trying to drag and drop into this, the place, it becomes not sales, but it becomes sum of sales. It is automatically got aggregated and presented. Aggregations, semi-aggregations, non-aggregations, I told you, right? So any data we have in our visualizations, in our data warehousing systems are aggregated for us. So aggregated data is presented, then only people will be able to understand the data easily. If I don't want to put an aggregation, like I don't want to aggregate it, I will say in analysis menu, aggregation measures I will remove it. Then it becomes like this. So what is the sales? So in a central region, so these are all individual sales that are happening it. It doesn't have any meaning for us, right? So there is only central region of this particular data. So what is the meaning? The same central region, this is another data, this is another data, another data. Like individual values are displaying you for your data, which may not be able to display properly, suitably to represent our values. Therefore, always in a data warehouse, we try to see the data in an aggregated fashion only. Then you can see that in a central, the total sales happened is 501,240 for us. Right? Hundreds, right? The median format is available. Therefore, it says 501,240 is a sales for the central. Whether you are trying to talk about rows and columns here, or you can able to interchange the data here by shifting region-wise sales for us. Okay, so this is how you will be able to build visualizations in a very fast way. Okay, So we will able to see them one by one maybe later. So there are some data items are available. For example, I want to drag and drop another data item there. So shipping mode is a data item. I don't want to put in a filter shapes, but I want to put something like a color. Then what happens? You'll able to see this data is showing you something differently for us. For each shipping mode size wise, you can able to see how the data has been displayed for you. Now you can see that this is one shipping mode called standard class. There is another shipping mode called second class. There is another shipping mode called same day. There is another shipping mode called first class. So this is how it can be displayed for you, different type of data. So what you need to use is, you have all these data items, drag and drop in different places. Accordingly, the visualization will be done over there. So I don't want to drag it here in the color, but the same shipping mode, I want to drag into a filter. Then what happens is, I will be able to select a filter, saying that only first class shipping mode only I want to see. So this is comes only first class shipping mode for each region for us. Okay. So somebody wanted, no, I want to use only one shipping mode. No, I want to use second class and first class shipping mode for me. I'll say apply and click OK. Only this data will be, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, say second class and first class shipping mode I wanted. Secondly, the data has been displayed for you. So you can't see this in a colors, right? So you can able to bring this into colors so that it will be there in a colors as well as in a filter. Now you can see that in a filtering you have only two colors, right? So no, I don't want to filter, but I want to put it shipping mode in terms of my page shelf. You can drag there. Then you'll able to find this is a first class. You can able to see this. Then you can able to go to the next one is called second same day, right? Then comes second class. Then comes this thing. So you are trying to navigate one by one for our purpose. So one point to one point you can able to navigate for you, right? This is something called, this is a navigation you can able to see. Second class, you can see same day, you can able to see first class. First class, same day, second class, and you say by navigating you can able to find where you want to present your data there. Okay, so this is what will happen for you when you are trying to drag and drop data onto these shells, onto these marks cards, etc., and present your data there. No, color, I don't want it. Shipping mode, I want to put in a size. Then what happens is, the size of these data items are changed into different sizes. See that I am putting in a size. No, I don't want to put it. Shipping mode, I want to put in a label. So in each shipping mode, nothing is happened, but only label will have shipping mode values there. So you have these data dragged into different elements and being presented for you. Only details are mentioned there. A small white patch is done, based on which we can able to find details of my data there. So these are all the different values you have it, based on which you can able to build your visualizations by dragging and dropping into this particular worksheet environment for you. Hope this is clear to you. Shall I stop here for the day? Because somebody asked me to stop within an hour. Manjinder told me that don't use for more time because it seems that some of you have your daylight saving enabled, some of you are not there, so it's getting late for you. Fine, we'll stop here for the day. We'll continue in our tomorrow session then. Okay then. So thank you all. Have a nice time. Bye now. Yeah. So yeah, the presentation or the visualizations, whatever we are trying to see. So we have enabled you the recording. So Manjinder will share you with the recording maybe at a later time, or you can also record locally on your systems, please. Okay. Yeah. Somebody asked me about aggregates and not aggregates, semi-aggregates, etc. We try to talk about that maybe later, dear. Vedant. Okay. So thank you all and have a nice time. Bye for you. We'll connect back tomorrow. So if you want to have a practice, so I will share with you, no problem. You can directly go to tableau.com, download your software, or you can ask in case if it is in a Teams control, you can raise a ticket from the team so that they will able to install you 14-day trial version for you. Thank you, Nishant. Yeah, here is one question from Rajani. So, is it possible to categorize dimension measures in Tableau tool after loading the data? Typically, Tableau automatically identifies the dimension measures for us, right? So we need not bother about them. But if you want to categorize yourself, still it is possible. So it is possible to make it what is the dimension, what is the measure for us, but Tableau within itself internally identifies that and thereby displays your data there. We need not bother about that. Tableau is a very intelligent, so it can able to identify accordingly, it is able to display. In case if some data is not as per our understanding, we can able to even create for our own visualization for our own data, where what could be a dimension, what could be a measure for us, we can do it. Yes, it is based on data types only, Rajni. Yes. Yeah, welcome. Okay, so Ravi, so if Tableau doesn't have the relationship, then we need to categorize it. Okay, don't worry. Tableau, by looking at the data, can understand it easily. It is not much difficult for the relationship set here. So, in case if you are establishing relationships for your data, that is well and good. Tableau can identify it. But individual data items also, if you are having it, Tableau can able to find the relationships, and then if needed, it can able to blend the data and present the data there. When you are connecting the data, when you are loading, if you want relationships, you can also provide those relationships at the time of establishing connection to your data. I'll show you that how to be able to connect to the data, and then we can able to talk on that also. Okay. So thank you all. Nice time, and then bye for now. We'll connect back tomorrow at the same time. Bye then.